In 1925, Fernando Pessoa wrote a tourist guide for the Lisbon visitors of those days and named it What the Tourist Should See. The guide was never published during his lifetime. It was discovered late in 1988. It was written in English, dated and signed by his own hand. This film is a tribute to Fernando Pessoa. This portrait of his hometown has been built not only with excerpts of the guide he wrote, but also with chosen poems by one of his heteronyms, Álvaro de Campos. For the traveler who comes in from the sea, Lisbon, even from afar, rises like a fair vision in a dream, clear-cut against a bright blue sky which the sun gladdens with gold. And the domes, the monuments, the old castles jut up above the mass of houses like far-off heralds of this delightful seat of this blessed region. The tourist's wonder begins when the ship approaches the bar, and after passing the Bugio lighthouse, that little guardian tower at the mouth of the river, built 3 centuries ago on the plan of Friar João Tulliano, the castled Tower of Belém appears. It is a magnificent stone jewel. It is lace, and fine lace at that, in its delicate stonework, which glimmers white afar, striking at once the sight of those on board ships entering the river. As the ship moves forward, the river grows more narrow, soon to widen again, forming one of the largest natural harbors in the world, with ample anchorage for the greatest of fleets. Then, on the left, the masses of houses cluster brightly over the hills. That is Lisbon. In Rua da Alfândega, on the right, is the Casa dos Bicos. This building dates from the 16th century and belonged to the descendants of the great Afonso de Albuquerque. The front is constructed of pointed stones, and for this reason was called Casa dos Diamantes. It is an architectural curiosity well worth seeing. Lisbon with its houses of various colors. Lisbon with its houses of various colors. Lisbon with its houses of various colors. By virtue of being different, this is monotonous, just as by virtue of feeling, I do nothing but think. At night, lying down but awake, in the useless lucidity of not being able to sleep, I try to imagine something, but something else always appears, since I'm sleepy and, being sleepy, a bit dreamy. I try to extend the range of my imagination to fantastic, sprawling palm groves. But all I see, on what seems to be the inside of my eyelids, is Lisbon with its houses of various colors.